Hi guys, Happy New Year. I just wanted to do a quick December wrap up and show you a couple of the books that I'm working on for January. I don't have too much to report. I've been spending a lot of time with family, so I haven't had a whole lot of chance to be reading very much. But anyway, on to the books. So in December, I only finished 4 books, but I guess that's more than usual. I'm finished grad school recently, so I'm slowly getting used to reading for pleasure again. Anyway, the first one that I finished was The Disappearing Spoon by Sam Kean. I mentioned this back in November as a TBR, and I really enjoyed this. It's a book about the periodic table of elements and kind of the history and some of the uses of the elements and how they were discovered and interesting things about them. So, if you would like kind of a refresher in chemistry, pick it up. It's very engaging. I highly recommend it. Yeah. The next 2 books were books that I read for the International Reads Book Club. I joined kind of late, so I had to catch up. And I actually read first the December book, which was Snow Country, and I did a review about it. I wasn't super excited about this book. It was really short. It's only about 100 pages long, maybe a little more. I really enjoyed some of the writing and the imagery in the book, but as far as the plot went, I was kind of bored, and I didn't like any of the characters. So there will be a Google Hangout where we discuss it, so if you want a different opinion, check that out as well. I'll post a link in the bottom. The other one, I read the November International Reads book in December, but this was The Slynx by Tatyana Tolstaya. And I really did enjoy this one. I think part of that is that I am more familiar with Russian or Slavic culture, and so I could kind of see some of the similarities between that or what the author was drawing on in order to kind of create this book. I also really like, this is kind of trivial, but I like that this has a bright green cover on the inside. I think that's fun. Yeah, there has been a lot of discussion about this book on BookTube. Malinka did a really excellent review on it. She read it in Russian and in English, and so I will link to that also. That's actually the review that made me decide to read it, so check that out also. And then the last book that I actually did finish in December is this honker, The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt. As you can see, it's pretty big. I took the dust jacket off of it because I really hate dust jackets. I understand their function and everything, it just really annoys me. I really enjoyed this. I finished it I think I finished it on Christmas Eve. And I won't say too much about it here because I am planning on doing a full review of it. But I really enjoyed it, and I'm excited to talk about it some more. Yeah. So those are the 4. Oh, I read one more book. I read Murder on the Orient Express, but I read that on my Kindle and I had to return it through the library or whatever, so I don't have it anymore. And that one was fine. Like, I have no strong feelings about that one way or the other. There are some people who really like it and think it's like an excellent murder mystery, but I think, I don't know, it was alright. It was a good read for the airplane, but it doesn't like make me want to read more Agatha Christie by any means. Yeah, so those are the 5 books that I read in December. I have a few things that I picked up. I started reading Guns, Germs, and Steel by Jared Diamond. This is pretty well known. I've been meaning to read it for a really long time and just haven't. I think I started it at one point, but then I had to give it back to someone or something. I don't know. Anyway, I am looking forward to reading this. It probably will take me a long time because I read nonfiction really slowly, but one of my reading resolutions is actually to read more nonfiction, so I'll just have to stick with it. Another book is Hunger by Knut Hamsun. This is another International Reads book for January, and it's by a Norwegian author. He also won the Nobel Prize, I believe. So I don't know too much about that. I really like this cover. I love like the Edward Munch cover on it. So that'll be good. And then my mom lent me The Book Thief, which I'm not in a rush to read at all. But it's being made into a movie, and people have told me that I should read it, so I guess I will. Just found this interesting picture in here. I don't know, a lot of people have read it, so I will read it too eventually. And then this isn't like a book that you read, it's a manual on mountaineering, but my uncle gave it to me, and I'm really, really excited about it. So I'm gonna learn how to do some mountaineering stuff, and that's gonna be fun. Yeah, so that's my quick update. Hope you guys have a really happy new year, and yeah, eat some black-eyed peas. Bye.